What to do?
Not now. I can't afford to fail.
Surprised you spotted me. All right, what now?
The corpse does not respond.
Should mind my step.
I've got my eye on you. And them over there too. I don't miss a thing.
Front page material. That'll make a great headline.
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
That'll make a great headline. Outraged. Front page material. That'll make a great headline. reached. Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You want another one? You know news takes time to write, don't you? I'll go on then. You've twisted my arm. By the time you've read that one, you'll be ready to write your own.
Headline. Fascinating. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
We loved Father Morgan as you did. You would never hurt him. It had nothing to do with his death. I swear it.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
A new face! Something to send? Don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? You read it. Technically, that's interfering with someone else's property. I should report you to the nearest manip. Tell you what, give it here and we'll say no more about it. I'll give you a nice little bonus as well, a finder's fee. What do you say? Fine. Just give me the letter. Forget you saw anything. This never happened.
Игра будет звезд.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
The pigeon carries itself with an air of dignity, its mannerisms stern and commanding. The bird coos its approval, yet you noticed it flinched at the sight of your hand. The bird stares, eyes filled with fury. Perhaps your open hands are a symbol the bird has learned to hate.
upon she who conquers. Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, god regent of the 6 arms of Trunarath. And you are abominations twice over. You carry geek parasites, and you harbor the heretic Prince Orpheus.
Glorious Vlaakith, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
Hear my words, Vinisk. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen.
I will not entertain madness. Only in Vlaakith's might am I free. Chmarzala, Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand, and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me. For you would not survive the flood to follow.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Everything's burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Be wary of Lizelle. She chose loyalty, yes. But there are none so dangerous as those who only believe because they must.
It was sickening, watching Lizelle bow to that monstrosity. I thought she was stronger. Some just grow to love their chains, I suppose. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
Capability, alacrity, quickness. The feeling the world was made for you. Such is the potential of the illithid kind. He sees it, yet he fears it still.
Fuck off! I can tell what you're doing. You will not break me down. If we master the tadpoles, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an illithid and its Githyanki's slave. I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
So, Lae'zel remains loyal to her queen. She's consistent, I'll give her that. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Who knew Vlaakith and Mystra would have so much in common? Both set on flinging their followers towards destruction without so much as deigning to justify it. Lae'zel's devotion is impressive, but if she's not careful, it will be fatal. Gods consider mortals like us a cheap token to trade in for their desired outcomes. At least in my experience. I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation. If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. Let's see what it has to offer.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Yes? Still alive. So that's progress.
The Gith God Queen is dreadful to behold. I understand now why Lae'zel admires her. I am not on edge. I am alert, as you should be too. Orin could be anywhere, could be anyone. You see through my Minthara mask, pretty little flesh thing. A joke. I am no more Orin than you are. If she is watching, and she may well be, she will delight in seeing suspicion spread among us so quickly. We cannot let that happen. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever. Yes. I only know it through history books and hearsay. A city of murder and grief. It is already living up to the legend. From the still, dark waters of Lake Donegarten to the black academies of Tierbresh, it is a city of wonders and terror. But it is not my home anymore. If I were to return, I would be denied all of its wonders and shown only the terror. If you had seen my city's splendor, you would not ask the question. I will miss it until the day I die. I am a daughter of Menzoberranzan's most ancient and powerful house, the Bainray. I lived a life of privilege and danger. My home was at the tallest point of Cuel Arzol, the place of the nobles, a plateau high above the city's sprawl. I enjoyed every luxury, whether harvested in the Underdark or stolen from the surface, and I survived my first assassination attempt while I still suckled at my mother's breast. I tasted her blood that day. She covered my body with her own, and a blade bit deep into her chest, almost puncturing her heart. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself, and I gave her fresh scars to match those she earned protecting me. I expect so. If the world were to end, I think my mother would survive to rule over the ruins. She taught me to be resilient and to guard my heart from those who cannot be trusted, literally and figuratively. When I choose to let somebody close, I do not do so lightly. That gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds I do share. A mistake. I am your most valuable asset. When you realize your mistake, I will be ready to join you again.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou dost know. Hast thou other business?
If not over, then through.
Loyalty is one thing. Willful ignorance is another. I'd like to say I respect Lae'zel's choice, but her faith has turned to fanaticism. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on Returning Day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent. Through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. I have seen my future in the shimmering visage of my queen, heard it in her thundering voice. Orpheus will fall, and I will have my just rewards. Vlaakith Kork Shkatsai! Zai, Zai, Zai! O queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission. First, we find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Then, we cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Salar Vlaakith! Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Once Orpheus is slain, I will take my place in Castle Susurrus as Bart to Vlaakith II. Every Githyanki and every red dragon shall know me by the name. What about him? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of the Githyanki people's end has been ripped from the venerable queen. Better to kill Orpheus than to risk the enemy wielding his power, whether that enemy be Geich or the Dead Three.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Oh. If the child's desperate enough to seek safety in our company, who are we to turn her away?
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
When I first met you, saving yourself from ceremorphosis was your greatest wish. And yet now, you've stepped closer to embracing it. I trust your leadership and respect your decisions, but I truly hope this is not something we come to regret. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Our girl is nothing if not loyal. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite her in the arse. Being loyal to the wrong person can do that sometimes.
Hell yes.
Let's get going. One day I'll catch a break.
What a charmer. Me? Boo!
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna. Well, why are you so nosy? Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. But please don't.
At least things have stayed interesting. Have to keep going.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life,
She was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus, and so do you.
Don't be shy. Look where... Hey.
Name and rank? Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chianfa. State your purpose, ground walker. I don't have all day. Because we deliver communications across dangerous enemy territory with only our superior wits and aerial agility to protect us. Even our skills have their limits. We've lost several experienced flyers recently. They knew the risks, but still, damn shame. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. Of course they did. No doubt it was my training gave them the discipline and resolve to stay in the fight. Your reconnaissance is appreciated. This information will be vital in deciding our new strategy. Dismissed!
Give up now. What path lies before me? Charmed, I'm sure. No one's stopped me yet.
No talking. You'll frighten the birds.
Best be on my way.
Go on, bugger off. I've a business to run, in case you hadn't noticed.
Nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that.
When will I get to train?
Woof! A charming effort, but you can't fool me. You're not a dog. So what the hell are you doing in my kennels?
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her. I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
I'd love to, thanks.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Such a scaredy cat. Best keep your hands to yourself.
Never a dull moment. Moving in.
Without the right papers. You promised to get us inside the city.
I said you'd do whatever it takes. One job. Deliver my toll.
Before I saw the little monsters guarding the checkpoint.
If we get caught sneaking in. Packed bags for myself. A few days in a jail cell. Ready by the door. At least we'd have a bed. You should do the same.
Never felt I feel sorry for cramping us into the...
I know.
I'm not scared of the authorities, but it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right?
Instead of complaining to me...
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
It's a racket.